ढिलाइ भइरहेको छ र शङ्का उपशङ्का पनि धेरै उठिरहेकोले गर्दाखेरि मलाई लाग्छ कि अब हामी सबैको प्रयासबाट स्वदेशी सहयोगी मित्रहरू, विदेशी सहयोगी मित्रहरू र थुप्रै देशका अनुभवहरूबाट पनि हामी लामो समयसम्म हाम्रो यो नेपालको अन्तरिम अवस्थालाई टिकाइराख्न सक्दैनौँ। त्यसै कारणले गर्दाखेरि समयमै संविधान निर्माण गरेर त्यसमा पनि सबैको समावेशी र सबैको प्रतिनिधित्व भएको एउटा जनताको संविधान, गौरवशाली संविधान निर्माण गरेर हामी संविधान सभालाई मार्फत निष्कर्षमा पुर्याउँछौँ भन्ने विश्वास छ र यो विश्वासको साथ हामीलाई सफल बनाउनको निम्ति सबैतर्फबाट सहयोगको आशा अपेक्षा राख्दै आफ्ना कुरा टुङ्ग्याउन चाहन्छु। हस्त, धन्यवाद।
Bal Bahadur Mukhia, Reader, Faculty of Law, to make his comments.
Honorable Chairperson of this session and eminent professors, eminent scholars, and also honorable justices from neighboring countries. Really, it is a very interesting session because our eminent scholars and professors and judges, justices had delivered their own points of deliberations, which were very much outstanding. And I don't know whether I have been able to catch up all of them properly or not, because they shared their ideas from their own countries and their own experiences. So it is great honor to be here to speak few words, not as a commentator, but what I have perceived from their deliberation, that I would like to add only regarding the making of the new constitution in Nepal. Let me start with few things. We have learned so many things. For instance, Rus started with the will of the people, and another learned person, Lord Acton, started with one of the things that is representation, which is one of the vital inventions in the modern times. So how to accommodate, how to reconcile, how to incorporate in our new constitutions some of the theories which have been developed in the world by the learned jurists, scholars, and sociologists and political scientists. And let me start with another one thing. When we're talking about the new constitutions, whether there will be the provision of social justice, another one, restorative justice, secularism, or self-determination of the people, particularly those people who are being deprived for centuries in the country. Let me give example one thing. There are some of the people who are oppressed for many years. When the people were getting representation in the parliament, they might have represented not as the real representation, but might have become political sovereignness in decision making. So these are some of the issues. And again, when we talk about rule of law, we always remember about Montesquieu. During the Montesquieu time, 1748, Montesquieu used to say separation of power or rule of law. At that time, there was Louis XIV. He used to say, I am the state. It means, when he was talking about I am the state, it means he was tyranny. When there was a tyranny president in Nepal, what will happen in future? So this is one of the questions, whether we will have to proceed towards presidential form of government or parliamentary form of government or quasi presidential system or say quasi parliamentary system in the country. Here comes the questions. So which positions should we have to take? And when we are talking about this legitimate authority, I think it is very pertinent here. When there comes the legitimate authority, the authority might be either that is political power, which means that political power flowing from the people to the parliament and from the parliament to the government. Whether we should have to proceed towards presidential form of government or parliamentary form of government. in the past years, we never experienced full term of parliamentary form of government. No government so far during 1990 up to October 4th, 2002, even a single government could not complete full term of 5 years. So that constitution would not be implemented effectively, efficiently, and we will also face such problems. So we should not have to face such problem having not completing full term of the government. It means government should be stable, government should be accountable, government should be transparent. In other words, good governance is needed in the country. I'm now talking about social welfare. When we're talking about social welfare, while the government has to deal with the socio-economic problems of the country, as well as welfare of the people, in the past, during the Panchayat regime, political scientists and legal scholars used to say it failed because of economic catastrophe. There was unemployment problems, corruptions, and non-accountability of the government, etc., because it failed. So these are some of the issues to be addressed in the country. Again, I would like to say one thing, problems of non-representation in the government. So how to accommodate them, how to make them represented in the parliament as well as in the government, also in decision-making level. These are some of the issues to be addressed. It means, in other words, people were being excluded from the political processes in the country. So, in the new constitutions, how to make all the sections of the people inclusive and how to give them chance to take part in the government and to address their own fundamental freedoms, their priorities, and their liberty. Because when the government, according to Montesquieu also, when legislative power is incorporated or included in the, or united in the executive body, so people will have no liberty at all. Separated from the executive body and legislative body, nor there can be any liberty for anybody. So problems managing diversities in Nepal. Let me again add one more thing. When we're talking of restorative justice, our eminent professor from Sri Lanka, he also addressed presidential form of government is very good. I don't know whether I have caught it not, because it empowered minorities or other deprived sections of the people. But anyway, in Nepal, so far I think, in my opinion, quasi presidential system could be quite appropriate system in Nepal. If there is a quasi presidential system, then we will be able to address all the problems of all the sections of the people. There are so many things to talk, but I'm not going to comment and talk more and more, because I have been provided by our Honorable Dr. Baburam Bhattarai, chairperson of this session, only 10 minutes. Only I conveyed some of the opinion and remarks from my own side. So I'm not a person to comment and to add more things in the deliberations already provided by the eminent scholars, jurists, lawyers, judges, and honorable parliament members. So I would like to conclude with these few words. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mukhya. Friends, we have already run out of the stipulated time. So even then, it will be interesting if a few persons could make their comments and provide inputs to this very valuable session for a short period. We maybe say a few minutes we have. So if anybody wants to provide some inputs, yes, please. Yeah, you.
अहिले सुनेको मलाई के लागिरहेछ भनेदेखि हामी राष्ट्रपति र उसको शासनमा मात्र हेरिराखेका छौँ, तर यो जनआन्दोलन जति भएको हो त्यो चाहिँ मलाई लाग्छ के भने बहुदलीय भन्दा पनि बहुमतीय शासनको लागि भएको हो। यो जनआन्दोलन चाहिँ नि बहुदलीय भन्दा पनि बहुमतीय, बहुमत चाहिने को शासन हुनुपर्छ, न कि थोरै बोल्नै नपाउनेहरूको मात्रै मतले मात्रै शासन गर्ने होइन भनेर भएको हो। तर संविधान बनाउने संविधानविदहरू कता जानुभएको छ र कता अल्मली राख्नु भएको छ त्यो हामीले बुझिरहेको छैनौँ। अब मेरो एउटा दुईटा सुझाव छ, त्यो के भनेदेखि हामी कहाँ यो दलहरूको सङ्गठनको बारेमा जुन पश्चिमी राष्ट्रहरूको एउटा अवधारणा छ त्यो धारणाबाट हामी काम गर्छौँ, तर हामी कहाँ त्यसको व्यवहारिकता पृथक छ। पश्चिमी राष्ट्रहरूमा दलको पद्धति सुरु हुँदाखेरि दुईटा दलबाट सुरु भयो। यहाँबाट एकैचोटि हामी कहाँ कहिले 43वटा, कहिले 75वटा, कहिले 25वटासम्म हुन गएका छन्। अब मलाई लाग्छ के भनेदेखि यो कुरालाई हामीले बुझेर हामी बहुमतीय शासनतिर जानुपर्छ। बहुमतीय मेरो अर्थमा यो अर्थ हो कि मैले भन्न खोजेको के भनेदेखि जुन धेरै पार्टीहरूले भाग लिएको चुनावहरूमा त्यो अब 20 भोट ल्याउनेले जित्ने र त्यस्तै अरू भोटहरू त्योभन्दा कम ल्याउनेहरूले नजित्ने होइन कि 50 देखि 51 भोट अनिवार्य रूपले जितेकोले नै संसदमा प्रतिनिधित्व गर्न पाउनुपर्छ। मुख्य कुरो त यो हो। संसदमा यदि संसदीय व्यवस्थालाई हामीले चालू गर्ने हो भनेदेखि संसदको प्रतिनिधित्व गर्नको लागि बहुमतीय प्रणाली त्यस अर्थबाट जानुपर्छ। दलहरू त स्वतः भइहाल्छन्, त्यसमा कुनै विवादै छैन। अर्को एउटा कुरा के भनेदेखि निर्वाचनको चाहिँ निश्चितता हुनैपर्छ। निर्वाचन गर्नको लागि प्रधानमन्त्रीले घोषणा गरिदिएर मात्रै निर्वाचन हुने होइन, उनले एक्सटेन्सन गर्न सकेन भने अर्कोलाई जिम्मा दिएर छोड्नुपर्छ। अर्को एउटा कुरा के भनेदेखि हामी कहाँ संसद बहुमत पार्टीको हुने जुन व्यवस्था छ त्योलाई पूर्ण सार्थकता दिनलाई बहुमतीय प्रणालीतिर हामीले जानुपर्छ। र अर्को अरू विषयमा त अब चर्चा पछि हुन्छ, म अरू विषय पछि राख्नेछु।
Okay.
Hello. I just want to make things a little bit more complicated because they were so simple so far. I do believe that actually the most important things for the functioning of political system are in a sense beyond constitutional provisions of political system as such. I mean by that the electoral system, the power and strength of civil society, including the press and independence of the press, and the independence of the judiciary. I would say that presidential system is almost inevitably disastrous in multi-party system. When you have two parties, you may have president that will be effective. Although if his party loses the election, he is usually weak. In multi-party system, presidential system can almost immediately turn into the abuse of power and the things that we had in the presentation from Sri Lanka. Because then president does not have control or can manipulate the division between the smaller parties. Now, as far as parliamentary system is concerned, there is incredible number of varieties of parliamentary system. And I want just to say that I believe that the absolutely most dictatorial potential system is the Westminster model. Because imagine that Westminster model doesn't have strong civil society and independent judiciary, and then you have a prime minister that is a leader of the party that won election, so he has parliament support, can dismiss the parliament at will, has control over the legislative process and all other possibilities to avoid checks and balances. And actually in Great Britain it was not that often abused because of the strength of the institutions that are outside of the political system. And I think on the other hand of the parliamentary model is the Italian model in which you have multi-party democracy without any stability. I believe that for the transition countries that I studied or were involved in, the most effective everywhere, almost everywhere, was the so-called German Chancellor model that would give parliamentary government pretty strong position and stability that is needed for leadership. There were two tricks to the German Chancellor model. Number one was the introduction of thresholds in the elections, which diminished the number of parties and avoided the pitfalls of Italian system. And second, something that is called constructive vote of no confidence, which means that the government, the prime minister, can be dismissed only if in the same voting a new prime minister would be elected. Otherwise, the parliament would have to be dismissed. That avoided the position, and it is much easier to harness the majority to dismiss the government than to create a new one. And that is, as I say, Italian is instability always. So I think that if you consider all of these things and these elements, it is easy to say that parliamentary system is better, but it is very important to find the most relevant and most effective parliamentary system. The final thought, I believe, of course, this is out of possibility for Nepal, unfortunately, but I believe that the most stable democracies are parliamentary monarchies. Monarchies, because most of the conflicts that we had in transition countries were within